Oh, we got a handshake.
Yep, maybe we'll get started here. And if anybody wants to catch up with our content, my wife and I do live streaming of Star Wars live play Wednesdays and Thursdays on Twitch. So it's Blonde Sabine.
Oh, nice.
If anybody wants to come see us. We do a lunchtime stream, noon Eastern, on Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's Blonde Sabine, which will also be where we'll be streaming the Utah PQ today. So between games here or on breaks here, y'all hop over and watch us on Twitch, Blonde Sabine.
Hit that follow button.
Yep.
Give him some love. I just did last night when I knew I was doing this commentary with you. I went and found it, and so I was like, oh, gotta get on this train.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Like you said, we love playing the game, and so we just thought we'd just get on and play a couple days a week, live stream for people. FFG wants content creators only to use their live cards, so we went to all the effort to figure out how to do the cameras and set it up. It looks like both players mulliganed, if I'm seeing this correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
The dark sleeves on the dark border, it looks better on the, I'm looking at I think it looks better on the cam. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's going to be hard to see his black sleeves, but looking at his opening hand, okay, so this is weird. This is a weird opening hand. I see a Poe, I see some blasters, 2 blasters, Ketsu maybe. Is that a Ketsu Mandalorian? And then
the clan challengers?
Yeah.
You got the Mandalorians.
But I also thought I saw Village People. Our friend at Maddie, I think, named it the Village People. The Bazine's going to show us all what it is. It was a Village People. It's so funny. I don't even know the name of that card. Is it Village Protectors?
Village Protectors, yeah.
We've called it the Village People for so long now. So shout out to Maddie at KTOD for coining that phrase.
Look at this hyperspace. A little bit of a flex here. This full hyperspace. I
like it. I'm liking it.
So Electro Staff, haven't seen that card in a minute.
Yeah, this is a super upgrade heavy deck. I'm curious to see how it plays today. I think, like most people, everyone will be rooting for whoever's not playing Green Boba, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, probably. Honestly,
the blue Mandalorian feels like the underdog right now. But they did discard the Poe.
It doesn't matter who you are. You could be Santa Claus running Boba Green, and they would still cheer against you.
Did he draw to replace it though? I think so, but I don't.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I didn't catch that.
Okay.
But he got rid of the Poe. He might have forgotten.
The little problem I'm having is that his sleeves are the same color as the playmat, so it's really hard for me to see.
Did we lose the stream?
Uh-oh.
Did we lose the stream? That'd be tragic.
Yeah.
On my end.
I'm on a TV. It says live. Let's hope it is. No, we're still. Oh no. Are we?
I think it died. I think the stream died.
No. This is where we need to be.
Oh, tragedy.
Well, I think we'll continue streaming it because they can maybe edit and put the video on demand up later. Is that how that works, or no?
I don't know actually. That's a good question.
Here, let's pop into. And now I've lost track of the game too. Where's our little direct messages? Let's see if stream down at here. See if they can get us back on. In the meantime, Boba, I think, is doing Boba things. Is that a Cloud Rider at a Bazine? Have taken care of the Village People.
I think is that a Cloud Rider or is that Bosk? Or maybe you're right. I can't. It's just so fuzzy on this end. I can't.
Yeah, I don't think they would. Oh, maybe they did do a Bosk at 4 resources, but yeah, it's got to be a Bosk because Cloud Rider wouldn't live with any damage on it. You're right. That's got to be a Bosk. 100% a Bosk. So they must have ramped. The missing card must have been resupply, and then they ramped. So the Electro Staff comes down on Sabine, which is going to make it harder to kill Sabine, which is nice. But honestly, you'd hope that would be a Dark Saber if you were the Sabine player, not an Electro Staff. We keep checking the stream channel to see if it comes back up.
Yeah, I don't even. I texted Jack at on site, but he's probably in the middle of a game, so there's no chance that they're gonna be able to see this. Hmm. Well, Sabine got another upgrade. What was that?
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
I have no idea what that is.
I think it's the Mandalorian. Is that the Mandalorian armor? Maybe. No, on when I think it's a when played. I didn't see if a shield token came down or not.
Mm-mm. It did
I'm
not.
just trying to go through my mind what upgrades would be in the deck. So here's where the stream ended, I think. Let's see if there's any.
Alright, so no good to me dead. Hit Sabine. She's locked out. Yep. Yeah, and boss hits with the ping damage. Sabine's pretty lonely out there.
Yeah, you'd think a deck of Mandalorians would try to build a wide board of Mandalorians, but this is what Boba does. Okay, a takedown on the Bosk leader. That's huge. That's going to shut down Boba's ability to untap resources. So maybe, for example, here he did the no good to be dead, expecting to play attack with Boba, kill a unit hopefully, and then untap to 6. But the takedown will not let him hopefully follow that line. But it's a mixed bag because again, Sabine needs to be putting units on the board, and instead just takes initiative. And the little Crumb is doing annoying Crumb things, healing damage.
Yeah, who knew Salacious Crumb would be such a dominant threat in the set 2 meta?
Right.
A new Bazine popping in.
More upgrades. This blue Sabine deck has gone heavy into upgrades, but I haven't seen a Darksaber yet.
Going Voltron mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, got rid of the second Electro Staff. You get a couple of those Electro Staffs out there, and all of a sudden you've got some Boba's armor. Blocking some damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to scramble to find a way to get the stream back on. Sorry if I've seemed distracted.
No, I mean, we don't even know if this is going to be any of our conversation is actually being recorded at the moment. So,
yeah. I think it is because it's being recorded through Loopy's OBS.
Okay.
At least that's the normal.
All right. All right, another upgrade on Sabine, but she got no good to me dead last round, so not really getting to do anything here except stay alive a little longer. Cassian being hard cast, not from the smuggle.
Looks like Boba is adding up the health on the Sabine to go ahead and take her out. I'll say this about all these upgrades. It's making Sabine stick around. She did not die easily.
Yeah, and if she doesn't die, she just needs a couple swings, and that's it.
She is.
Bosk. All right.
Like
the dream is dead.
The dream is dead. Wah, wah, wah.
It reminded me of some like Voltron Chariot stuff.
Yes, those decks were fun to play.
Chariot was my main in set 1 for sure.
I don't know if you're familiar with an online player named Tibbets who played a lot of Chariot in set 1. He was on our team and helped us work on the On2 blue deck that did so well at Gen Con. He was a Chariot main in set 1.
Yeah.
And just took the Chariot straight to Han 2. Sounds like you did the same thing.
It's pretty much, yeah. So yeah, there we saw them all doing mall things. Took out the Cassian, got some overwhelm, and now Boba is in pretty solid board control state now. Sabine's only done 8 damage on the 30 health base, so not looking great for Sabine.
So I wonder if I could just stream this through our Twitch channel just to get it back on the air, but I don't think so. I'll wait and let them. I was thinking of alternative ways we could stream right now so that people could see it since Loopy's away from the house. That is understandable. Family, all of us have the same priorities. Family comes first.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, and honestly, I don't know what people are missing right now. It's a green Boba deck doing what green Boba does.
Yep.
And hopefully game 2 Sabine will be a little bit more competitive. I don't think what's interesting too is I don't think that early Bazine hurt Sabine because all they took out was Poe, which was a 5 resource play. Oh, but here comes a Mace. Wow, that's great. But Mace couldn't untap. Was Maul tapped there? Because I wonder if one option would have been I think Maul was tapped, right?
I did. I was also trying to figure out how I could live stream from my end, so yeah. I missed that play.
If Maul was tapped, one option a greedy option might have been for Mace to kill Bazine, untap, kill Crumb, untap, and then kill Maul. But that's super greedy because obviously Boba can respond in between all those attacks and maybe kill Mace somehow. However, when you're this far behind on the board state, it feels like maybe you have to try to be a little greedy, if a little bit. But
yeah.
But maybe Maul was untapped. But I was trying to figure out. Oh, there's the CDI Cordon Interceptor. Great way to block a fire spray. So he won't die this turn.
Right.
Yeah, this Sabine blue is being persistent. It's hanging around. It's I don't know. It's not going quietly into the good night, is it?
Yeah. At what point do you phone it in? Probably too early. I'm admittedly distracted, so there's probably more hope here, but
no, I don't think there's a lot of hope here. He just OB'd his board, I think, clearing his board.
Yeah, that'll do it.
7, 8 more damage, putting him at 15, 16, 17, putting him at 25. So
that's one more attack from a fire spray, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, if they decide to start shuffling up and sideboarding, I'm gonna try and see if I can live stream from mine.
Okay. They can edit out a lot of this, I hope, in post-production. Any scoop. There it goes. Blue Sabine saw a green Boba do the green Boba things. And while you are doing that, I will grab my cup of coffee is ready at the coffee maker. Is that okay while you're figuring that out, D-Hoss? Since we're not live.
Yeah,
anyway,
go. Yeah.
Let me go grab my coffee, fill up my water.
Yep, do it.
What's frustrating is probably as simple as Loopy needs just to hit the go live button again on his OBS.
Yep. Yeah, I can't do it from my end.
Okay. Let me try one more thing then. It'd be too complicated to try to set up an entire stream through Courtney's Twitch channel right now. I'm afraid.
I know it's like If we had a free 30 minutes, to figure it out, we could probably between the two of us figure out how to get it going. But that's all right. This is just the practice round for you, and then after this, Loopy will be around. So we'll just at least it's not round 7.
Right. No top cut on the line right now.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're still sideboarding. If we can, looks like Boba's chosen 3 cards to come in. It looks like 2 confiscates came in. Is that a 3rd Bazine, perhaps? Some Boba's only running 2 Bazines. I think 3 main deck is the way to go right now. There's so many big threats you can pull out with a Bazine, but he definitely did bring in the 2 confiscates. And I don't blame him. I saw so many upgrades in that game 1. That was a crazy amount of upgrades.
Yeah.
From Sabine Blue.
Probably wasn't packing them for electro staffs today, but here we are.
I bet that was not on the menu when he's like, "Oh, I gotta bring those confiscates."
Well, I'd love to see the Sabine engine, like what the deck's trying to do a little bit more. I feel like it never really got off the ground, or maybe it is. Maybe that was the thing. Maybe it's just Voltron Sabine, just hit hard, hit fast.
Yeah, I think Sabine fell victim to what must have been a resupply on turn 2 that turned into a Bosk, and then a Boba flip, and then a No Good to Me Dead. So that was the line that yeah, if you're Voltroning, No Good to Me Dead is a very bad card for you, right?
Yep.
So I think see a little bit of what Sabine's working with here. I do see the Mandalorian armor. Okay, he didn't have a first turn drop. He had all upgrades. He did have a village people, but it's too late. You can't skip turn 1 against Boba Green. And we see some of Boba Green's hand up there. I think that's a blaster going down. He's got a super laser tech. Perhaps, I'm not sure what those 2 cards are.
Jack, I just talked to Jack from Golden Dice. He asked which end of the stream died. I'm assuming that's Golden Dice's end.
I think it's Loopy's end, because we're still getting the video feed.
But the video feed is from Loopy, isn't it?
Oh, so maybe it is. Okay, well, good. Maybe they can get us back on the air. For some reason, I thought it was Loopy who was streaming.
Videos going on. Okay, then it's you're right. Then it must be on Loopy's end if the video is going on their side.
Yeah.
So
I think Golden Dice's their only job today is to keep the camera on site working.
Yeah, definitely not win. We all know they can't win it. So their one job is just make sure the camera doesn't die.
And out comes the Cast Soldier right off the bat, which is a nice start if you're doing a Mandalorian upgrade deck. That's a nice little saboteur to start with.
That seems to be what it wants to do.
And interesting.
So Boba didn't have a turn 1.
Which is not that uncommon with the Boba Green deck. They're only running, a lot of them are only running 10, 11 first turn plays.
Yep.
What is interesting to me is that he didn't have an upgrade for the cast, because he's going wider with the village people, which is a mixed bag here, because the shield from the village people is just going to get pinged off by the super laser tech. So I wonder if an upgrade on cast would have been a little bit better. And it is, I do notice Sabine is pinging Boba Green. So obviously Sabine feels like they are the aggro player here. There's a lot of debate at times between when you're not on a ECL or not on a yellow Sabine, when you're on a 30-point base Sabine, are you trying to control the board better, make the game go a little bit longer so you can win with like a Poe or some of their Voltron stuff? But no, I think Sabine's doing it the right way. I mean, they're going out fast here. Their early unit drops. They're taking advantage of Boba Green missing their first turn drop. This is a good start for. Yeah, good.
There's
start.
the Bosk. Yeah, I had a feeling. I was like hitting the shield, and then it sort of makes me wonder if Security Complex would be a better base for this, to be able to double shield that village protector somehow.
Right.
If that'd be worth it. I don't know.
Well, if you're Voltroning, an extra shield on what you're Voltroning sounds like a good idea. The problem I think they probably have is they know how hard they are in the mirror match against other Sabines. They may need that extra 5 health more than they need an extra shield token.
That's also true. Also true. And you can't shield Sabine if Sabine is the Voltron target. Security Complex can't hit Sabine. So Is Boba gonna eat the soldier? There we go. So that does put Boba in takedown range.
Here's the flip. Let's see a dark saber. Here's the no good to me dead. Nope, it's gonna be McClunky, which is gonna be 5 damage. That kills Sabine because Boss gets 2 damage from playing an event. The McClunky itself is 3 damage, so Sabine dies. And I think the Sabine player is realizing the harsh reality of that right now.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a little bit of debate in the Green Boba deck list between Syndicate lackeys.
Oh, and he had to take the initiative. He did. I don't think they played anything. Sabine didn't play a single card that round.
Right. They're completely relying on Voltron.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That really is the unfortunate I don't know, just reality of Voltron decks. They're a little too vulnerable in this game, I think.
Yeah. It was different when you played Chirrut though in set 1, right?
Yeah.
Because Chirrut
also
tell us about why Chirrut's better for a Voltron deck.
Well, just like in the movies, Chirrut can't die. So he doesn't die when he takes all damage equal to his health until the end of the round. So you could do 8 damage to Chirrut. He's got 5 health, but he'll still be standing there. And if you can add health with upgrades like a Jedi lightsaber, or use binds all things to heal him up and get him below that threshold, then he just survives, and which is really fun when they think, oh, I got him, and then you push them above that threshold and they realize, oh, unless the only thing that would get around that is stuff like takedown. So you had to be aware of
Sure.
defeat a leader,
right,
or defeat a character kind of effects. Okay, Jack just texted me and Loopy, I think, and he said stream died. So by the time anything can happen, I'm sure it'll be too late.
Yeah. But again, they may be recording this on Loopy's OBS, so perhaps we'll still have this content for your channel or for Loopy to use in the future. So
yeah,
we'll play out the string. I don't know that it's going to be that much longer. If Poe's now dead, they skipped their entire 4 resource turn. Here comes another Boba unit. Greedo. Boba died. That's good for Sabine. But now we're looking at fire sprays and mauls coming from Boba. And if you put down little Mandalorians right now, it's not going to be very combative to what Boba's doing.
Yep. So from what I heard last night, this was a sold out PQ, 128 players. I don't know how many actually showed up today, but definitely a full room for them.
All right, there's a record that will get rid of the Boba unit. Okay, so maybe Sabine has some hope. I mean, they are at 10 damage. They'll be pinged to 11. But you would think with 7 resources and a handful of cards, you would think that Boba has an answer. I think I see a maul being shuffled around in that hand up there.
Yep.
Or is that a Vader? It's a Vader. Now, Vader's not as good an answer to Wrecker. But you could... It is a good answer, though, I guess, if you go Greedo into Wrecker and then ambush.
Yeah. Oh, he's going Bosk. Okay.
Without the
no good to me dead.
He'd have a no good to me dead. That's right. With 2 resources up, that's what I was about to say. It has to be a no good to me dead. Because I guess Wrecker had already taken initiative.
And then going for the Greedo going for base? Or
yes. Because there is
he could YOLO into Wrecker.
Yeah, but that would only do 3 damage plus the flip is 5. So I guess he could try to YOLO into him. Yeah, that would have killed him.
Oh, yeah, and he drew a McClunky, so it would have killed him.
He's gonna be dead
definitely
now anyway.
risky. Yeah.
And the McClunky may be a better way to kill him anyway, though. Just top decking it and playing it for 1 resource.
Yeah, that's also true.
It with Greedo, McClunky Greedo, do the 2 damage from Boss ability. That's 5 damage, killing Wrecker. Put Greedo back down. You did all that for 2 resources. And you did 3 damage to base. That's not a bad use of 2 resources.
Yep.
And he still has the Vader. He could actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could do McClunky and Vader this turn.
Fen Rao with the Electro Staff, he's gonna -2/-2 Greedo Greedo there.
Okay. Now we're starting to see what this is more of a mid-range, perhaps,
Yeah.
deck than we
Yeah.
were thinking. That's great. Good play by the Sabine player. It's exciting to see a blue Sabine deck doing well.
I think this is the first time I've actually seen a successful Fenrau deployment with an upgrade moment. I've seen lots of people try it.
I'm super happy you knew the name of that card. I was like, what is that? I don't think I've even like seen it played. So I could find it in a binder somewhere.
Yeah, he's so cool, man. I would love to figure out. I thought about a Chirrut Mandalorian deck for a little bit and thinking if I could do some upgrade stuff with Fenrau, but
Hope you're getting inspired.
Yeah, that's right.
So here's that Vader ambush we were anticipating. It looks like he's going to decide to use the Vader ability before declaring the ambush. And he may not be ambushing at all. Maybe he's trading with Wrecker. I think he may have to trade with Wrecker.
There you go. Now, notably, there were 2 fire sprays in those 10 cards.
Wow.
So those are going to the bottom.
There's a Dark Saber. Oh, and a Luke. Look at this. This deck is so intriguing. Wow.
Yeah.
Dark Saber definitely did not come up. You know what that must have been when he had 4 resources and had to skip his whole turn? He must have been doing the Dark Saber that turn.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
And I've actually played a lot. I thought I would have taken the Luke there, to be honest. Yeah, I think I would have taken the Luke out of his hand before the Dark Saber.
He must be nervous about the Fenrau stuff.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah. Again, a card I'm not super familiar with. Yeah, the Fenrau may swing this whole game. The healing from Crumb puts him back at 9. And the No Good to Me Dead. No, it's going to be the McClunky. That's going to put 5 damage. 2 from Boss, 3 from the McClunky. And curiously, he didn't pick take this. I think I would have taken the Sabine so I could replay it and take the Luke out of the hand. Because you can bounce Crumb without McClunky.
Oh,
that should have killed him. That's only 5 damage. Maybe that.
Yeah, well, I feel like I missed something there.
And he was upgraded too.
Yeah, with the Electro Staff. What's Fenrau? Now I'm looking up Fenrau. He's a 5/6. So he did.
5/6. I thought that was only 5 damage. 2 from Boss, 3 from McClunky. Putting Crumb back in the hand does ping a point of damage on a unit, but that's a separate thing from McClunky. You can't stack it. It's not like when Crumb goes back to your hand, you do a point of damage. There must have been a point of damage on Fenrau that wasn't on the card, is all I can come up with. Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's super weird.
That seems weird. Well, Luke's a thing. Sure.
Luke is a thing.
That not nothing. If Luke can stabilize a bit and Frozen.
Now Luke is nothing. He went from nothing to nothing.
Yeah, where are those Fang Fighters though? Come on now.
Yes, I was really hoping to see a Fang Fighter in a Mandalorian blue deck today. It'd be fun to see this list later.
Yeah.
I wonder how we need the time and round numbers, because this is starting to feel like if there is going to be a game 3, or they're going to have time for it, but I'm still not seeing a way forward for Sabine. Boba's had all the answers. Both these decks are playing Sentinels to.
Yeah. Feels like Bazine is a perfect little like counter to that. Village Protector's like, I don't mind throwing them.
Yeah, and it'll put an experience token on the Death Trooper.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Poe is threatening damage. Yeah, this is much more of a 5, 6, 7 resource mid-range deck. Using upgrades and smaller Mandalorians early to get. Yeah.
And you know what? Poe can get rid of that Frozen Carbonite too.
Yes, that's a way to get rid of the upgrade.
But he's gonna die.
Oh, it is because the experience tokens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crap. Wow. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Boba Green has all the answers.
That's such. I do wonder what would happen if they didn't have overwhelming barrage.
I've heard a lot of complaints about that card, as perhaps that's the piece that might be broken. But if that was true, I think we'd see more green villain decks dominate the meta.
Yeah.
We
saw. Yeah, Kiro's doing stuff. George was doing Hondo stuff, but that's George, you know.
Those decks were very good and very playable, but they weren't gonna even. Yeah. So there goes the takedown, a turn too late.
Yeah. Boba's armor on Boba unit.
Yep.
So now he can just kill Luke if he wanted to, but I don't know if he will. Mace Windu.
Yeah, I really am enjoying the mid range.
Oh, not Mace. Not Mace. It was
Cassian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Space Sentinel. One thing this green Boba deck is doing different than other green Boba decks is the reliance on Sentinels. The trooper on the ground that just died, and then this starship in the space. That's very interesting tech. It's a more defensive green Boba deck. And it pulls with Vader, which is really nice. When Vader ambushes, earlier we saw him pull off the Crumb Bazine, which could be considered the ideal Vader ambush. You get both Crumb and Bazine, but if you don't, you sometimes really do need the Starfighter or the Sentinel on the ground. So.
Yeah, I wonder now. I'm wondering if he's running crate dragons in this Sabine.
I know, it's like it's hard to see how many resources he's at.
So Fenrau's back now. He can -2/-2 unit. There you go. Get rid of that thing. Man, twice in one game we get the Fenrau treatment. Look at that.
And he got waylaid, which will lose the upgrade.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah. At least he got to kill something first, right?
It did something.
If he has another, I mean, he could literally just do the exact same play next round.
Ketsu feels like too little, too late. And of course, Boba unit's wearing the dreaded Boba's armor.
But Ketsu can get rid of the armor if she hits base.
Yep.
She can't get rid of Frozen and Carbonite though, because it's got to be 2 or less.
Okay, so he uses he does trade a blaster to get it off the board.
Yeah,
which is interesting. And now 5 to base, so 17. So we still have work to do by Boba. Boba's not there yet. And I'm trying to see how many resources. Oh, another Bazine.
And he takes the Fen.
Oh,
he had the Fen Electro Staff.
Oh, that's brutal.
We could have had a third Fenrau.
Yeah.
Ruining the dreams.
Yep. So I've got a few more minutes, but then the PQ I'm casting in Utah is about to get going.
Oh yeah, go. You go when you need to. I'll soldier on.
Especially since we're not live, it doesn't feel as bad having to duck out before the end of it.
No, you're good. You're totally good. Yeah, if we do end up catching if it's recorded, we could release this on my channel too.
Yeah, heavily edited for all of our wait, are we live? Are we not live?
Yeah.
What's going on? Take all that out.
Yeah. We'll see. It depends. We've got 2 guys who edit on our side. Some that actually, like, if it was Mike, he would edit all of it out. Jay would just leave it all in. It's just how it goes.
Well, D-Haas, it was a pleasure casting with you today. This was fun.
Yeah, man, it's good to hang. Hopefully, we get to connect more at a future event or do some commentary or something.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll the network. Yeah, and I'll send the people over your way for the live stream in Utah while we're doing this.
Oh yeah, for sure. During breaks, I'll be doing the same thing today, telling people to come watch Loopy's stream while we're not Well, we don't have anything going on. I see a reinforcement walker in green Boba's hand. I can't believe that wouldn't for sure end the game.
Yeah, that's
Because he has almost
Yeah.
no base damage. He's going to be drawing an extra card every turn. Oh, he still wanted the 3. It's just a super laser tech. He doesn't need the resources, so why not? But it does feel pretty hopeless. But the Sabine, give them credit. They're fighting on. Maybe they're one disabling Fang Fighter. Because looking at how the hand went down, that Luke would have been such a problem for Boba if they didn't have the Frozen and Carbonite.
Yep. He had Waylay, but I mean, it doesn't. Luke's kind of fine, okay with Waylay. Sometimes it's like, all right.
Oh yeah, that his on play ability is just disgustingly good.
Yep.
There's arguments he's the best legendary in the set.
Yeah, totally. He was my first booster pack opened at pre-release for set 1.
No,
It was
started
awesome.
with Luke. Wow,
I started with Luke.
God. That's awesome. No wonder you're a turret player.
It's honestly heart of the cards. I just followed the way, you know.
Yeah. This I'm trying to hold on before ducking out because 6 more damage puts him at 24. Now he's just one more hit from that walker away from dying.
Yeah, I think he's about to drop another Luke because he threw Cassian in pretty casually. Yep. Kill the Luke. Get a Luke. He actually, well, yeah, I guess. It's that weird thing you can do with your Luke where you can actually play Luke on top of your Luke. You defeat one Luke and you get the -6/-6. So he could have done that first on the reinforcement walker. And then Cassian would have lived. But
this might be the end because of the fire spray. I think
fire spray. Yeah, that's it. That's game.
Yeah, I'm glad I stuck around to the end.
There it is.
This blue Sabine deck is intriguing. I love that they tried to do something like go mid-range with it. Like you said, I wonder if a Crate Dragon would ever come out the end of this deck. That'd be fun. But the green Boba seemed a little bit more defensive with some of the Sentinels they had, and so I wonder if that's also just bad, unfortunate luck for the Sabine player to hit not only Boba Green but a defensive-minded Boba Green.
Yep.
I think that's just a bad matchup. You can see him sideboarding. It was a fun match to watch, and I hope this gets recorded as a video on demand so that more people can see this cool blue Sabine deck that we got to enjoy the past hour.
Totally. Well, good luck with your event casting for Utah. And if someone's watching this later on YouTube, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And
come
we'll
find
see what
us
happens. Thank you today.